Hello guys, it's Stephen here. Manchester City are through to the knockout stages. Well, we already were through, but we're through as the group winners after a 2-1 win over Hoffenheim. Before I go too far though, this channel is sponsored by OneFootball for December, so click the link in the description below to download, in my opinion, the best football app that's out there. It's free as well, and it's really good, as you can see by all these stats scrolling down the side of me here. Go download it because it's really good and helps support this channel. But anyway, let's get on to the game. So we won, even though we made the game a little bit difficult to start, if we're being honest. We made it kind of tough for ourselves. Hoffenheim had a few chances. We looked a little bit nervy defensively. There was no surprise that Stones and Zinchenko were pulled in the second half, given the fact that they played pretty poorly at full-back. But in general, after we kind of went behind and Sane provided that moment of magic to get level, it was never really going to be any other way, with a better team by a large way, in my personal opinion. We had loads of chances as well before that Sane goal to actually go ahead as well. We could have been 2 or 3 ahead by half-time, but it didn't really matter in the end because we got the goals that mattered. It was a clinical display from Leroy Sane. Can we talk briefly about that free kick as well? That was absolutely spellbinding from Sane. If he becomes a free kick expert as well, his danger levels will go up another notch. But he was fantastic all night. Him and Sterling absolutely terrorised Hoffenheim. They were the kind of players that take up the team to another level. And Sterling and Sane tonight played like world-class players. Sane in particular, his pace and his close control. And if he adds that other string to his bow, as you just mentioned, he's just a frightening prospect. Generally the highest ceiling potential of any player in the team, in my personal opinion. And when I'm on the subject of potential, I can't not mention Phil Foden. He started the Stockport Iniesta, the local Man City fan, 18-year-old. He started the Champions League and I thought he was really good, if I'm being honest. He looks a little bit kind of lost at times every now and then. Most of it would be in the first half. Even though he got on the ball a little bit, he still looked like he was trying to find his way into the game. You've got to bear in mind, he only played about 30 minutes in 6 weeks before that, so it was understandable that he's going to be a little bit slow. But once he got his head into the game, he was just fantastic, in my personal opinion. It's all kind of like, this whole proportionate to his level of ability. I'm not saying he was fantastic in the way Sane was, but given his level as a relatively raw young player, I thought he was very good. Basically, there was no drop-off in quality having him there. He did cost us the game. If anything, he actually played really well and created some beautiful chances. One thing he's got to his game is a really good whipped cross, and that left-footed volley, if that had gone in, it'd been absolutely beautiful. And there's a couple of moments of lovely little skill, especially some link-up down the right as well. He should be really happy with himself. Now, it wasn't perfect, but he showed that he definitely belongs at this level. Surely he'll get another start midweek. I thought Guardiola wasn't the best defensively, but his passing from deep was absolutely really good. Bernardo was alright, kind of quiet, not too bad. I thought Gabriel Jesus, though, this needs mentioning, even aside from the skill, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He didn't get the goal he needs. Maybe that's the one question mark. It stopped this game performance being from a 9 out of 10. It's just an 8 in my opinion. I thought he was really good. He absolutely ran at Hoffenheim all the time. Some beautiful moments of skill. His work rate, his decoy runs for the second goal in particular. He just needs a goal. He can't buy one at the moment, but I thought his all-round game was really good. And Manny gets a lot of stick at the moment, and he deserved the credit there, in my personal opinion. We were sloppy in the first half defensively, and there was a lot of sloppiness as well in the second half, if being honest. Kyle Walker went to sleep a little bit. Zinchenko, I realise Zinchenko, don't get me wrong, but some of the stuff that went wrong today isn't the result of playing left back. I know people say he's not a left back, and I said that too myself, it's true, but some of the stuff he just switched off. That is not a left back problem. That's just a not being awake kind of problem. He has to be better than that if he wants to be a Manchester City footballer. You can't be slow to react to things, and that's nothing to do with not having a defensive mindset. David Silva doesn't have a defensive mindset, but he's alert and he's switched on at all times. So Zinchenko has to be. Obviously, there's a lot of question marks about his long-term future at Manchester City. He's a good little squad player, but he just doesn't have anywhere near the ability or focus to play left back, in my personal opinion. Alright every now and then, but we're basically playing Russian roulette, in my personal opinion, or Ukrainian roulette even. He's a good little player and I like him a lot, but he's just not quite good enough to be a left back, in my personal opinion. Anyway, I thought Laporte was pretty decent alongside him, though in general. He was probably culpable of switching off, being a bit too clumsy for their penalty. In general, it wasn't a really defensive masterclass. Each player made mistakes. It's one of those games to forget. There was a beautiful save from Edison. Fair play to him. A wonderful fingertip save as he tipped it around the post, and a good one from Nelson as well. But anyway, guys, I'm a bit under the weather, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new to this channel as well, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also like this video. Get this video loads of likes, because why not? Don't forget to download OneFootball. It's a really good app, I promise you. Anyway, guys, I've been Stephen. I'm going to rest up in a bit.